Hello, students. I hope you all are doing very well. And now you must have improved your writing skills also a little better with the previous videos. Okay, the topic for today is report writing, and this comes in long composition. Children, the weightage of this composition is 5 marks in your exam. What is a report then? A report is a brief account of an event that has already taken place. The report helps in recording the events of importance that occur in our day to day life. It also attempts to present the first hand information of an accident, incident, or event. A report of an event presents a record of events that took place. A report of an event includes one's ideas, opinions, impressions about the event. Marking scheme of report, I have told you it carries 5 marks, and these 5 marks are divided like this. Format that contains headline, byline, date and place, this carries 1 mark. Then content carries 2 marks, which includes 5 W's as we call them famously: what, when, where, who, why and how the incident happened. Expression that also carries 2 marks. An expression stands for logical and relevant details without committing any grammatical or spelling. So, as I have told you already, that it is a description of an event that has already taken place. It is also of interest to the general masses or the readers for whom it is meant. Children reports are of 2 types. One is for school magazines and the other one is for newspaper. And in this video, we are going to do extensively a newspaper report. And by the end of it, you would come to know how to write an effective newspaper report. So, what is a newspaper report? A newspaper report, of course, is written for newspaper, and it must be comprehensive but brief, factual yet interesting. Factual reporting is the accurate and truthful coverage of an event. So, in newspaper, you cannot be subjective. You cannot afford to be subjective at all. What do I mean by being subjective? It means that you cannot express your opinions, your ideas, you cannot impose on readers. The job of a newspaper reporter is to present the news as it has happened, factual, logical, and real, and it should not be biased. So, that part is very important. It is also a brief review of a situation or a process that includes only the relevant points and information. So, this last point we have to keep in mind while we are writing our newspaper reports. While writing a report, children, we must keep certain points in mind so that the final output gives you maximum marks which you desire. And also, here I would like to add one thing: those who are aspiring to get 100% marks in English in the board exam, they should and they need to practice report writing much more, because this is one question which will certainly give you total marks. You can get 5 on 5 if you follow the things that I'm going to tell you now and you remember them. What are they? The first one, it should be written in third person and indirect speech. I have told you in the previous slide also, you should not be using first person pronoun unless it is about eyewitness or it is about a personal account. Till then, you will not be using first person here. So it should be third person only. Preferably, we use passive voice while writing report. The language that you are using should be neutral and figurative. Neutral, as I said earlier also, you should be unbiased. Then ornamental language is avoided. Don't use too much of jargon or flowery English. That doesn't give you marks here. As logical, as coherent you are, and factual you are, you get better marks. Last but not the least, the content should include the 5 W's: when, where, why, and how of the topic to be written about. How to write a newspaper report? As far as this question goes, you should again keep certain points in mind which are totally different from the school magazine reports. And the first thing that is going to attract the attention of the reader, that is the title. So it should be catchy and it should be written in present indefinite tense. Your report should be brief. If the word limit is 120 to 125 or 130, you must adhere to the given word limit. Okay, leaving out articles, prepositions, etc. Then you can also use certain abbreviations wherever possible, shortened forms wherever possible. After headline comes byline. What is byline? Byline is the name of the reporter, or who is the reporter who's writing this report. So this is your news article, so you need to let the reader know who wrote it. The line with your name on it is called byline because it tells by whom has the article been written. So how to write the byline, children? First of all, write the word by followed by your name, then comma, staff reporter, comma, then name of the newspaper. That can be written in the next line, and then write the name of the city where the incident took place and date. So name of the city and date shall be written in the next line. After you have written byline, then you can go on to the next line. In the margin, write these two, then colon, and then continue your report. The first paragraph, of course. Now, as we continue, after byline, then you have written date and place. Then we come to the first line, if you say, or the introductory line or the opening line, whatever you may call. I can also call it leading line. It usually answers the questions who, what, where, when, why. I told you already that these are the 5 W's that we are going to deal with later. So this is your opening paragraph. The first paragraph, it tells the reader how the incident happened. After that, you go on to the second paragraph and then narrate the incident in the chronological order. This is the most important point, children, in report writing, whether it is school magazine or it is newspaper. The entire incident should be written in sequential order of the event. You cannot jump to conclusion immediately, or you cannot change the order in which the things have happened or taken place. And here you get maximum marks. Okay, so be careful there. After that, eyewitness account, if any is there or you want to add, you can add, because it is going to add to the authenticity of the news. So here you can take one or two names and you can say that certain and certain Mr. Ram or Mr. Mahesh or anyone ABC present at the spot or at the place told or remarked. So that way you can write eyewitness account, you can add in your report. Then include some quotes from the eyewitnesses and their comments can serve as quote. Also describe what they felt about the incident. So that is how you are going to develop your report, and you will have enough material to write, in the second paragraph. After you've done this, then describe the future course of action being planned by the concerned department, by the concerned authority, by the government organization. So, whoever is there responsible, you can talk about what is their future course of action. That should be towards the conclusion. And remember, of course, again to use simple, clear, but formal language. So, today we will be talking about reports on seminars or how to write reports on a seminar. So, seminar, children, what is basically a seminar? Seminar is an intellectual platform where certain, you can say, august gathering takes place, and these people are concerned with certain departments or areas or their field of specialization. An issue is discussed or a burning problem is discussed, and after discussion, these people who have gathered at the intellectual platform, they come to certain conclusions and they find out steps, or you can say solution to solve that problem. I hope this is clear. So, seminar is purely intellectual, it is discussion, it is exchange of ideas among people who are intellectually sound and they have expertise in their own fields. So, this you should always remember, and don't ever get confused between seminar and workshop, because that confusion happens many times in the examinations. So let's come back to the question. It's a seminar on water conservation, that is headline. Then we have byline by Preetham, Maryland School. I was telling you already that if the reporter belonged to a newspaper or it was a staff correspondent, in that case you would write newspaper reporter or staff correspondent. But it is here a student who has attended a seminar and he is writing for a newspaper. So he will be writing the name of the school because he is representing his school. Do you follow this much? So after that, we come to the beginning or the opening paragraph, which will be answering the W's, as I told you already. The 4 W's we have answered in the first line only, and the 5th W, that is how, the details that we are going to talk about in second and third paragraph. So the first line is, our school organized a seminar on water conservation as part of the World Water Day celebrations on 13th August 20, then cross. That's very important. We should not be writing ever the year in our exam copies. Always remember that. Then second point, value point, is the main aim of the seminar was to remind us to save water as it is a precious source, imperative for our survival. Now, remember children, after this line, after aim, then you should be talking about the speakers who are going to speak in this seminar. These guest speakers should be invited from the concerned departments of their specialization. So, distinguished environmentalists and eminent personalities were guest speakers, because here we are talking about water conservation, so it is environmental department. Now, what did they speak about? They spoke about the need of conserving water. Then you have to mention 1 or 2 speakers with their name and their field of specialization and wherever they are employed. Okay, so I have here given one example of Dr. Yashraj. It can be imaginary also. An eminent environmentalist, he suggested rainwater harvesting as one of the best ways to conserve water. Using visual aids to highlight his discourse, he suggested that to ensure availability of water for the future generations, the withdrawal of fresh water from an ecosystem should not exceed its natural replacement rate. So he would not only speak, he would give us suggestions how to conserve water, because here we are dealing with a problem and we are trying to find out solutions. That is what seminar is about. It is an intellectual platform where we meet and we discuss ideas, each other's ideas we exchange, and the best ideas are put together for taking care of that problem. Okay, so the seminar now concluded on the note that water conservation is the most cost effective, environmentally sound way to reduce our demand for water. And then we come to the conclusion. The last line, the closing line, is very, very important again. For example, I have given you one here. Each one of us must do our bit towards improving water management to enhance optimum use of water. When you finish report with this line, please don't write any other sentence, word, etc. If you do so, you are going to lose the impact that you have created on your reader. Okay, I hope these value points were enough for you to develop a report, and only these value points or certain 5 or 6 value points you should take while writing a report. Because remember, report has to be brief and concise. Okay, it's not as lengthy as an article or a speech or a debate. So, good luck, and I hope you are going to write very good reports on seminars in your classrooms.